Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about Suit Supply suits versus Indochino suits. Hey guys, welcome back to Gents Lounge. I'm George. Blake is on vacation. He is in France for a wedding right now, so you got me today. So today we're going to talk about Suit Supply suits versus Indochino suits. So I have a couple suits from each of these places, and I'm going to talk about the pros and cons and benefits and kind of retractions, I guess, for each one. So first off, I'm going to say both of these brands are very good suiting brands. You couldn't go wrong with either one of them, but there are some pros and cons to each, so today I'm going to talk about both of them. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that right now. Give us a like, leave a comment on this video, let us know if you have either Suit Supply or Indochino and which you prefer. So alright guys, first I'm going to talk about Indochino. If you don't know much about Indochino, guys, it is a custom suiting company made to measure, so you kind of walk into their showroom and they custom fit you, which is the first pro on my list. So you get a custom fit with Indochino. They're going to take your measurements there, they're going to make the suit around you, they're going to add the buttons where they need to be, they're going to make, you know, the little minor adjustments that you wouldn't necessarily be able to get on an off-the-rack suit. So pro number one, custom fit. The second great thing about Indochino is they have a ton of fabric choices, and along with number one, you can get them in a peak lapel, a notch lapel, double-breasted, wide, thin. There's a ton of different combinations to choose from, so you can really customize that fabric to be the suit that you want it to be. So the third reason I love Indochino is because of all the custom details. As you can see here, you can pick the different color of buttons you want. You can add a contrasting buttonhole. The buttonholes work, which is really nice. You can add some custom embroidery in here. It says handcrafted for George Laboda. I did the purple polka dot lining, but you can do pretty much, I think they have over like 60 linings to choose from, which is awesome. And you can, choose belt loops, no belt loops, however you want to do it. Pretty awesome, the customizations you have. And along with that, once the suit comes in the mail, you get to do free alterations to it. So they'll measure you up, they'll get the closest fit they can get, and then, say you gained a few pounds or lost a few pounds while you're waiting for your suit to arrive, they will do the free alterations there and they won't cost you a dime. So that is number 4 on the list, the free alterations. And then I guess brings me to number 5, is it is a very cost-effective way. So I think you can get an Indochino suit for around $400 to $600, which for a custom suit of this quality is a really, really good deal, but it isn't all sunshine and rainbows. There are a few cons to Indochino, in my personal opinion, which may not affect yours at all. But the first con is I think their silhouettes and styles are a bit basic. And by basic, I mean you can do the notch lapel, you can do the peak lapel, you can do wide lapels, or you can do thin lapels. But the cut of the lapel, in my opinion, just kind of looks very average and something that I've seen on a bunch of different suits. There's no real character to it. Now, if you're using this suit for your everyday at the office and really want to kind of blend in, fit the mold, this is going to be perfect. And I mean, for most people, if you don't have, 10 to 15 suits in your closet already, you're probably not even going to notice this. So it might not be a big deal for you at all. Now, if I wouldn't have gone super purple with this bold suit, I don't think it would look as bold as it does. I think the double-breasted, if it was in like a standard navy, it would look pretty normal and pretty average. I don't think you would stand out anywhere. Now, if that's your goal, that is perfect. The second issue I have with Indochino isn't really an issue at all, but it is a con, I guess, compared to Suit Supply. And they, I would say, have lesser quality fabrics than Suit Supply does. Granted, the suit will cost you less money, but the fabrics are great quality. They are just lesser than a Suit Supply suit. So that is very, very minor, guys, and I'm sure you'll be happy with any fabric you choose from Indochino, but I do say Suit Supply has better fabrics. And last but not least, guys, it takes 3 to 5 weeks to get your suit, so if you're in a hurry or need it ASAP, you're not going to be able to get it. So that is kind of a con. It takes a little bit of time to get it. You are getting a custom suit, so you do have to wait for it. Now, on to Suit Supply, guys. I'm wearing a Suit Supply suit right now. It's probably the last time I wear it because it's going to be summer and this is a very thick wool suit, but I figured I would wear it for the video. I do have 2 suits from Suit Supply. One is a linen plaid, and then I have this guy. So I'm gonna be honest, guys, the pros for Suit Supply kind of counter all of the cons for Indochino. For why I love Suit Supply, they have bold styles, they have great fabrics, there's no wait time, you can get it right off the rack, and if this makes any sense, it is less customizable. So, you know, with Suit Supply, they do a great job of making a bold product already. Granted, I don't get to choose whether this is a double-breasted peak lapel or double-breasted notch lapel or how wide these lapels are. But if you like an Italian style suit and you like a more bolder looking suit, Suit Supply is going to deliver, and they're going to find something you like. Up next on the list, guys, you get a good fit off the rack. Granted, it's not going to be custom and it's not going to be perfect. So if you are a taller or shorter guy, it might be a little more difficult to get a good fit off the rack. But for me, I fit a 42 regular pretty easily, had a little bit of alterations done, and as you can see, looks pretty damn good for an off the rack suit. And the third reason I love Suit Supply is because they use great fabrics. So this fabric right here is an alpaca cotton blend, and it just feels luxurious, it feels great. The constructions of the suit is very, very nice. Like I said before, Indochino and Suit Supply kind of neck and neck, but I think Suit Supply takes it on the quality of the fabrics and the cuts of the suit very, very slightly. And last on the list, guys, for the pros, I know some of you might argue with this, but Suit Supply is less customizable. And I'm gonna make that a pro because sometimes we can over customize things. We can put too many colors in the buttons, we can add contrast where it doesn't need to be. We can put, too wide of lapels or too thin of lapels and go a little crazy with our first custom suit. So Suit Supply kind of takes the guesswork out of it. They know what they're doing and they do a really, really good job of it. So that is why it's a pro for me. All right, guys, so that's it for the pros. Now we're gonna talk about the downside of Suit Supply. And I think the first thing that comes to mind is price. It is going to be a more expensive suit and it's not going to be custom. So if you're looking for that really custom experience at a lower price, Indochino is the way to go. But like I said, you will be getting better quality fabrics and a more interesting cut and construction of a suit. So keep that in mind when you're pricing and seeing if that extra $100 makes a difference to you. And number two on the list, guys, they do charge extra for tailoring. If you go to one of their showrooms, you can get a suit right off the rack. They will tailor it for you, but there is an additional charge. And if you are an awkwardly shaped person, tall, short, big, thin, or have, lopsided shoulders or something that needs some pretty technical adjustments, tailoring could get a little expensive for you. So that is the only thing to be wary of when you are going Suit Supply. They obviously have short and long cuts of the jacket available, so you should be okay, unless you're super short or super, super tall. Which brings me to my last point, my biggest pet peeve, and kind of one reason that I don't like Suit Supply as much as I should. It's because when you tailor these, see, these are working buttonholes, which is nice. But when you tailor the jacket, I had to get this sleeve extended a little bit, and they left all this extra sleeve. They just extended it out and didn't move the buttons down. So I might have a tailor add an extra button just to make it look normal, or I probably could have got away with leaving the suit jacket just a touch shorter than it actually is, so there wouldn't be this extra fabric. So if you guys have super, super long arms, be wary of that, just because it might look a little awkward up close to the detail-oriented guys. But honestly, no one's gonna really notice. That doesn't dissect your outfit from head to toe. So I wouldn't really worry about it. Like I said, not huge of a con, but kind of a pet peeve of mine because I know it's there. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps up the video of Indochino versus Suit Supply. Leave us a comment down below of who wins in your book. Like I said before, they're both great suits. You're gonna get a great product no matter where you go. If I had to pick, it would be a slight edge to Suit Supply just based on fabric and interesting cut quality. But like I said, Indochino, you get a lot of custom options, and for the guy who only has a couple suits in his closet, it's gonna be amazing for you as well. So that pretty much wraps up the video. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, give us a little bell so you get notified every time we release a video. Please share this video if it was helpful and tell your friends about Gents Lounge. Thank you for watching. Follow us on Instagram at Gents Lounge. Hashtag your pictures, hashtag Gents Lounge, and we'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.